Welcome back, everyone. We continue after a shorter break, but with a short talk on the Bioconductor community by Maria.
Hi, thanks for the opportunity to give the talk. My name is Maria Doyle. I'm the community manager for Bioconductor and based in Ireland. So I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes with a bit on the Bioconductor community. So in case you don't know what Bioconductor is, I hope some of you do, especially since you had that great keynote earlier by a Bioconductor founder, Robert Gentleman. So Bioconductor is a worldwide open source software for analyzing biological data, predominantly for genomic data. And it's possibly the world's largest bioinformatics project. And this list of things on the right-hand side of this slide are things that it offers. So it provides a free code review. Anyone can submit a package to Bioconductor and get it reviewed. There's also a packaging system with daily checks performed, continuous integration and version control, all the good stuff. And there's also a release branch and a development cycle. So every 6 months, there's a new release of Bioconductor packages. And this is a screenshot of the build system, the checks that are performed every day. So there are now over 2,000 packages in the repository, and all these packages are built and tested daily. And anyone can go and view the results from these checks online. So it's very well tested. And the types of packages I'm talking about are biological packages. They're mainly methods packages for analyzing biological data. There's also some annotation packages that do things such as add gene names, coordinates, etc. And there's also some packages that provide some experimental data sets. And these genomics and biological packages cover different areas. For example, single cell is a big one, and there's currently over 200 packages dedicated to that data. And Bioconductor also provides a lot of resources for the community for learning how to use Bioconductor and how to analyze different types of data. So there is a cloud-based platform called Orchestra that was set up by Sean Davies, and it's been used for running over 80 different types of Bioconductor workshops used at different Bioconductor conferences, and people can actually log in and use it online as well. And it's been used with over hundreds of instances running at a time. So it's very powerful, a great resource. And there's some other resources here, but I provided these slides, or we provided them in Slack and in Hopin if you want to have a look through any of these links. And Bioconductor also provides a lot of help for the community. So there is a support site dedicated to users, and there's also resources for the developers on how to create packages for Bioconductor. There's a large Slack group. There's also a blog. The code base, there's a website where you can browse through and search through all the code that's available. And there's a lot of YouTube videos from different conferences, including this one here on what is Bioconductor from the Bioconductor Asia conference last year, if you want to check that out. And like I said, it is a worldwide community. Bioconductor's got users and developers spread right across the world. It's huge. There's over 1 million distinct downloads so far this year. And there's a large numbers of users on the support site, followers as well on Twitter, and the large Slack group I mentioned. And there's a lot of activities that the community are doing. There's a bunch of committees and working groups listed here, and there's a link here if you want to find out more about them. And one we wanted to highlight here is the one in red. So there's a new one for industry. And my last slide just has a bit more on that, because I thought that might be of particular relevance to this audience. So there's an industry working group started at the Bioconductor conference this year, so a few months ago. It's being led by Nicole Ortigero from NanoString. And this is a group that is wanting to discuss the needs of users, Bioconductor users and developers in industry. And that's a link to the working group there. And one thing they're looking at is licensing, whether the documentation around licensing can be improved to help users in industry. And if you want to join this in this group or in these discussions, we'd encourage you to join our Slack. Anyone can join, and there's a channel dedicated to this area then to industry that you're free to join too. So that's all I have to say. So thank you for listening to me. The slides are in the Pharma Slack, and they're also in Hopin, and you're welcome to contact me on Slack if you want any more information. Okay, thanks a lot.